I'd like to start this video off with a massive thank you to my current supporters. Thank you all very much, your help is greatly appreciated, and there's more info on how you can support down in the description. In every format in Magic the Gathering there are good cards and bad cards. But what if I told you there was a way to make your opponent's cards worse and your own cards better? Well, longtime viewer and generous supporter Zach has found a way to do just that in Pioneer using Strict Proctor. Strict Proctor is a 2-mana 1/3 Spirit Cleric with flying, and whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes the triggered ability of a trigger to trigger, Strict Proctor is a 2-mana 1/3 Spirit Cleric with flying, and whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter that ability unless its controller pays 2 mana. So Strict Proctor will make all of our opponent's cards worse by making their ETBs cost 2 more to activate. But how does that make our cards better? Allow me to introduce you to the Detrimental ETB, a card that when it enters the battlefield either benefits our opponents or hurts us in some way. These cards are often boasting stats or effects that are above the normal rate in terms of mana cost, but make up for that with these Detrimental ETBs. Cards like Kroxa, Clackbridge Troll, and Lotus Field all feature these negative effects, but Strict Proctor can do a hell of a Taylor Swift impression and make a bad card good for the weekend. By choosing not to pay Strict Proctor's tax, we can counter our own triggered abilities and get the full benefit of our cards with none of the harmful downsides. And so here's the deck list, a Mardu mid-range style list running a few staples alongside our janky toys. Now, full disclosure, Zach has been playing this deck in Explorer on MTG Arena, and we're going to be playing it in Pioneer today. I'm doing this because I don't play MTG Arena, and if I wanted to set fire to a big pile of money, I would simply join a gym. I have, however, playtested this list through 60 games of Pioneer, and the results have been okay. So running this list through a league, I'm expecting a heck of a challenge, an uphill battle if you will, Sisyphus pushing the rock type imagery. So buckle up, check your expectations at the door, because it's going to be a bumpy ride, boys, let's go.
Round 1.
We have won the die roll, let's go first, and we get an uncapable hand straight off the bat. Let's mulligan. And again, this is, oh dear. Mulligan again. Lands and spells, that's good. Let's put back Swamp Sheoldred, Blood Crypt into the Thoughtseize. Let's see what's happening. Oh, okay, it is a creature deck. That's terrifying. Now we've got to take the Hopeful Initiate. All right, well, we'll pass it there. Then they don't get the value out of their 1-drop either. All right, we play a Plains. Dauntless Bodyguard. Fabled Mirror Breaker. Well, Savai Triome and pass. Plains. Swing in for 2. We're just going to take it. Down to 14 already. There's the Thalia. Go to my turn. Another Thoughtseize. I think we need to prioritize getting the Strict Proctor down. Pass the turn there. They play the Aganjo, Coppercoat Vanguard, and the Dauntless Bodyguard. 2 mystery cards in hand then. They swing in for 6. I guess we just take this. Go to my turn. Savai Triome comes into play tapped. Run out the Kroxa. Say no to all of our abilities. Kroxa's going to stay on the field. Just pass the turn there. We are happy to block Ossification. When Ossification enters the battlefield,
you fell victim to one of the classic blunders.
Exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Now there's a few words here I want everyone to notice. It's the enters the battlefield ones. Yep, so Ossification enters the battlefield. You've triggered my trap card, Strict Proctor. Do you pay the 2 opponent with your no mana untapped? Nope, good to know. Oh, comes in swinging. Block the Dauntless Bodyguard, block the Dauntless Bodyguard. We take it down to 5, but we take 2 of their creatures. Go to my turn, another Kroxa. Well, that's pretty much where we're at. We're just going to run out the other Kroxa, take one of the cards from their hand. We'll keep the Kroxa that's going to survive. Does discard a creature, that's good. No attacks, because if we do, we will die.
You're goddamn right.
And I guess we have to hope now. Mutavault, okay. Turns it into a creature. Thalia's Lieutenant. Well, that's a problem. No attacks though, that's good. Lotus Field's not helpful, so I guess we lose. Scoop it up, not bad for a mull to 5. Pretty happy with that. Let's play first again. This is a much better hand we're going to keep. Castle Locthwain and pass. Plains into the Hopeful Initiate. They pass to us. Let's play Mountain. And I guess we just Parasitic Grasp it now. I see no advantage in waiting. Pass it there. Plains and they pass. Fabled Passage. Yeah, let's Kroxa. Take a card from the hand. They ditch Wedding Announcement. They play a Plains. They have a Wedding Announcement. Just go to my turn without cracking the Fabled Passage. Vanishing Verse is interesting. Okay, let's pass the turn there. There's the Adeline. Yep. So goes to the beginning of combat. Played the Plains. So I think that's Brave the Elements. Well, let's make them waste a card, I guess. Crack the Fabled Passage, get the Plains. Castle Locthwain makes black mana. Cast Fatal Push, targeting the Adeline. No Brave the Elements. Good. They swing in with the 1/1. We'll take it down to 22. They make a human token. Go to my turn. There's the Fabled Passage. Yeah, I'll just crack the Fabled Passage, grab a swamp, and run out Sheoldred here. Pass the turn to them. Chop down. Damn, I was ready for another ossification. All right, that does take out our Sheoldred. The good news is they are almost empty-handed. Recruitment Officer. They swing in for 2. We're going to take it down to 20. Wedding Invitation transforms. Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize them. Ossification and Portable Hole. So let's take the Ossification. Well, we're going to get rid of the Recruitment Officer, aren't we, before they can activate it. Recruitment Officer down. Pass the turn there. Yep. Giant Killer comes into play from Exile. So they have a Portable Hole in hand. They swing in for 4. We're just going to take it. Down to 14. Go to my turn. Fatal Push. That's very, very good. Okay. So we'll pass the turn. Mutavault. They attack. Fatal Push, targeting the Giant Killer. Vanishing Verse, targeting Wedding Festivity. Perfect. We're going to take 2. Down to 12. Go to my turn. Well, that's cool. Think we just pass. All right, activate the Mutavault. So it's all types. So we Parasitic Grasp the Mutavault. All right, back up to 15. Mutavault down. They hit us for 2, down to 13. Go to my turn. Lotus Field. Well, I guess we play that. Mountain and Plains go away. Pass the turn there. Yep, they swing in for 2. We're just going to take it. Down to 11. Go to my turn. Do we lead Kroxa, knowing they have the Portable Hole, or Clackbridge Troll, which in itself can be a draw engine? Let's lead on the Troll. All right. They get their goat tokens. Are they going to sacrifice any of them? They do not. All right. Go to combat. Swing in for 8. Trampling. Boom. We have damage on the board. They're down to 12. Ossification to deal with our Troll. That's a shame. They swing in for 2. We're going to take it down to 9. Go to my turn. Strict Proctor. They can pay for the Portable Hole through Strict Proctor. All right, I guess we just run out the Kroxa. Get Kroxa out. At least we'll take a card from their hand. They ditch your Plains. Okay, we hit them down to 9. I'm happy with that. Let our mana go away and we'll pass the turn there. Portable Hole comes down, takes out our Kroxa. Coppercoat Vanguard, yeah, they now have a formidable clock. Gonna take that down to 5. Go to my turn. Now if we had played Valakut Awakening as a spell, we would have blockers. We'd have multiple blockers. So now we have to choose. Do we want Fable the Mirror Breaker or Strict Proctor? I'm going to choose Strict Proctor. Pass the turn there. Hope to dodge a bit more removal. But the way they've been holding cards in their hand, I think there might be another Portable Hole in our future. Coppercoat Vanguard. So that's going to pump up all of them. And they'll be swinging him for 6 after we block. So that's game, unfortunately. Neither play we made mattered. That's all right. And they have the Portable Hole as well. Well, we'll scoop it up. Well, on a Malta 5, we did all right for the first game. And the second game, we got to do our thing. They just had the right removal at the right time. So I'm pretty happy with how we went against mono white humans. And on to the next one.
Round 2.
Alrighty, round 2, we have lost the die roll. This hand doesn't do anything until at least turn 3. I'm going to keep though. Seagate Reborn. I have no idea what's going on. Kaervek. Let's play Valakut Awakening as a land. Pass the turn there. Beseju. Arboreal Grazer. Is this Lotus Field? Yes, it is. Okay. So we want to get a Sheoldred down ASAP, I guess. Well, we have the combo in hand. Are we going to be alive to cast it? Let's play another Valakut tapped. Pass the turn there. Thespian Stage. So we're probably dead. Yeah, I think that's the turn 4 kill. Depending on what's in their hand, we'd need them to blank for a turn. Godless Shrine. Let's pay 2 life. Let's run out the Fable. Pass the turn there. And now everything sits in the Magic God's hands. If they don't go off this turn, we can get Sheoldred down and we're okay. They have another Thespian Stage. And they're impulsing. There's the Emergent Ultimatum, which is the guaranteed kill.
We're doomed.
So we will scoop it up. Let's play first. Well, this one doesn't help us. We'll have to mulligan this.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
We can keep this. I'm going to keep this hand. It's good. I think we're going to put Valakut Awakening to the bottom. We're not going to lose due to life loss. So the shock lands are fine. All Alright, let's lead Blood Crypt, pay 2 life, run out Scrabbling Claws, pass the turn there, Botanical Sanctum, and they're passing, go blank's good, Blood Crypt tapped, run out Scrabbling Claws number 2, pass the turn there, opponent plays a Passage and passes, okay. Do they run counter magic? I don't know. Let's play Godless Shrine, pay 2 life, Necromentia, targeting them, Lotus Field, they had 2 in their hand, okay. Let's take away their Lotus Fields. Not sure if that's right, I guess it is, because they scoop it up. Alrighty. More like that, please. Yeah, let's just run it back. They get to go first this time, so we won't get to have that happen. Although we do have a hand that can almost make it happen. I'm going to keep this. If there's a chance, we can rip an untapped land on turn 3, and they haven't got it down. Botanical Sanctum, pass to us. Let's play Savai Triome and pass. We didn't draw the land. It's all right. We get 2 more looks at it to hopefully get it. Thespian's Stage. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, for another Thespian Stage. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess they have the Lotus. We didn't draw the land again. No. Well, let's pass it there. They cast Impulse. Lotus Field. Sacrifices the 2 lands. Okay, well, we have to crack this and get our swamp. Go to my turn. Hope to draw the land. No. Scrabbling Claws. Pass the turn there, I guess. Thespian Stage copies the Lotus Field. They go to the end step. Let's make them exile. We do hit the land now.
What do we do? What do we do?
All right, so what do we name? I don't know what to name here. So I think you're supposed to name Hidden Strings. Sure, let's try it. Godless Shrine. Pay 2 life. Yes, I had a Lotus Field player roll their eyes at me and say, you're supposed to name Hidden Strings, so that's what I'm going to do. Hidden Strings, let's see how we go. None in their hand. They do have the Chandra, though. I've seen that before. Take the Hidden Strings. See if we are alive. Pass it there. Let's make them exile a card from their graveyard now in response to the pour over the pages. That is unfortunate. Ah, well, I mean, we tried the Necromentia, we weren't fast enough. I don't know what we could name in that sense. I guess it's this Bala Gred Recovery would make their win a lot harder, especially with the Chandra. So I guess we'll name that next time.
Round 3.
Okay, so I know this isn't exactly how Magic works, but see, in our first match, we won no games, and in our second match, we won 1 game. So then that means in our third match, we'll win 2 games, and then in our fourth match, we'll win all 3 games, and then in our 5th game, we'll do something that's never been done before, and we will win 4 games of Magic.
That doesn't make any sense.
Perfect. Round 3, we have lost the die roll. I'm going to keep this one. Watery Grave from our opponent, and they are passing. How interesting. Blood Crypt's pretty great. Let's play Blood Crypt number 1, pay 2 life. Let's check out what's going on there with the Thoughtseize. Oh my. A couple of copies of Consider, Sheoldred and Sheoldred's Edict, and Fatal Push. I suppose it's Fatal Push then? Pass the turn there. Yep, they cast Consider. They kept the card on top. Play their land tapped. Thoughtseize us. Wow, that's just the kind of game it's going to be. They take our Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That's a shame. Reidane. Interesting. Just going to play Blood Crypt tapped and pass the turn. They cast Consider. Darkslick Shores. Means they're holding up Sheoldred's Edict. Let's play Fabled Passage and pass. Hall of the Storm Giants. Well, that's a win con. That means we can't just sit here forever. Do we crack this Fabled Passage now? Makes our Fatal Push a lot worse. But we'll get ourselves that Plains. Go to our turn. Castle Locthwain. Okay. Yeah, let's go with Strict Proctor. Pass the turn there. Yep, Sheoldred's Edict takes out the Strict Proctor. Swamp. Yep, their own Sheoldred. They pass to us. Savai Triome. I think I'm better off playing that as a land for now, and then just Vanishing Versing the Sheoldred. Pass the turn there. They have another Sheoldred.
Not another one?
Watery Grave and Clearwater Pathway are untapped. They're passing. We lose another 2 life. Let's run out Reidane. Pass the turn there. They gain 2 life. No attacks. Casts Consider in the second main, because they did see the Fatal Push, didn't they? So they're back up to 20. Go to my turn. Kroxa. Let's play Kroxa. It resolves. Let's take a card from their hand. Commit. So they have another counter spell. That would not be good. Let's go to combat. Attack in the air for 2. Let's try for that Fatal Push. It resolved.
That was unexpected.
So we can cast Kroxa next turn, and we can potentially get Sheoldred down the turn after. Do we hold the Savai Triome? We have 3 mana spells that we could potentially want to play, so I'll play it. Pass the turn there. Opponent's just passing. Okay. Lotus Field. Let's go to combat. Attack for 2. Let's try for Sheoldred first. Resolves. Didn't even blink. Let's hold the Lotus Field. Pass the turn there. Power Word, kill.
Ah, that's a shame.
Does take out our Sheoldred, unfortunately. Play a land. All right, just spinning up the Hall of the Storm Giants. Pretty sure I just block this. Go to my turn. Kaervek's interesting. Let's go for Kroxa. Get that last card out of their hand. Was the Fatal Push. Okay, so now we play the Lotus Field. Sacrifice the 2 Blood Crypts, I guess. Pass the turn there. Fatal Push on the Kroxa. Okay, it's gonna come back.
I was wrong.
Oh no, Aftermath, Memory. Each player shuffles their hand in graveyard indeed and draws 7 cards. Okay, awesome, just awesome. Go to my turn, let's play Mountain, let's run out Strict Proctor. Clackbridge Troll comes down.
Hyper combo!
I'm not paying anything, no. Let's run out Scrabbling Claws just in case. Go to combat. You have nothing to sacrifice, opponent. Let's attack them for 8. They take it down to 8, pass the turn there. They cast Consider. Bins Shipwreck Marsh, casts Consider. I suppose they really need a kill spell, don't they? Or a blocker. Thoughtseize. I have 2 removal spells, opponent. Yep, you take one of them. Graveyard Trespasser is indeed a blocker. Do you pay the mana, opponent? They don't. Reckoner Bankbuster. Okay, let's go to my turn. Another copy of Strict Proctor. Sacrifice this to exile creature. Draw a card. Kroxa's nice. We have enough mana to do it all, don't we? Well, let's cast Swift End on the Graveyard Trespasser. I will discard Godless Shrine. Yep, they're going to crew up the Bankbuster. So now we'll go to combat. Do you sacrifice it, opponent? They do. It's attack for 1. Take it down to 5. Let's play Castle Locthwain. Let's cast Murderous Rider. Cast Kroxa. We can't pay for any of its abilities. Pass it to them. Fatal Push on the Kroxa. Okay. Does this mean you have to animate the Hive? It does not. Fatal Push on the Strict Proctor. Yep. Tainted Indulgence. They're going to have to discard. Yep, they discard Stubborn Denial. Graveyard Trespasser. Takes out the Kroxa. Passing to me. Let's play Fabled Passage. Let's crack it. Get the swamp. With our lovely swamp, we will cast Fatal Push, targeting the Trespasser. We will discard our Strict Proctor. Go to combat. An opponent scoops it up. Yes.
I won.
One lander. Got a mulligan. Oh, I think I can make this work. Let's keep. Think we'll throw back the other Fable. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Thoughtseize. Takes our Fable. Kaervek. Let's play Swamp and pass. All of the Storm Giants, and they're passing. Fabled Passage. Let's pass. Dark Slick Shores. They're pretty happy just to pass. Let's crack the Fabled Passage. Get the Plains. Go to my turn. Mountain. Let's cast Reidane. Resolves immediately. Let's pass the turn there then. Watery Grave untapped. Sheoldred. Yeah, suppose that would be an argument for Fatal Push, although Vanishing Verse is quite nice. Let's cast Vanishing Verse on the Sheoldred. We run out Lotus Field here, don't we? So we're ditching the Plains and the Mountain, going to combat, attacking for 2. Because we have the other swamp we can fetch with the Fabled Passage. Castle Locthwain, and they pass. There's Kroxa. Let's go to combat, attack for 2. Power Word, kill.
How dare you!
Destroyed. Fabled Passage. Do we try for Kroxa now, or do we just run out Kaervek? Because they could just animate Hive, couldn't they? We'll wait till next turn. Let's run out Kaervek. Thoughtseize. Okay. Takes the Kroxa. Forgot to crack my Fabled Passage, but that's okay because I'm going to cast Go Blank on them instead. Make them discard, exile their graveyard. But yeah, really should have cracked that Fabled Passage. All right, they discard all the way down. Can't do anything to surprise us right now. Suppose we go to combat, swing in for 3, pass the turn there. Ashiok, yeah, it certainly answers our Kroxa. Yep, we're going to mill 4 and exile our graveyard. Nothing relevant there really. Let's crack the Fabled Passage. We can't search thanks to Ashiok. Yep, that's the hidden text on that card, not right up the top at all. You play taxes, damn it. Ah well, Strict Proctor's fine, I guess. Let's go to combat. Let's just hit them in the face really hard. Sheoldred's Edict was their other card. Okay, well, now we can run out Strict Proctor, lose our mana, pass the turn there. Yep, they're gonna mill us and exile us. There goes another Kroxa. Kind of need these cards, guy. Let's go to my turn. Fabled Passage is pretty much just dead in the water right now. I suppose we could attack the Ashiok, but that might just be a waste. Yeah, let's attack them for 1. Pass it there. Drawing a card with Castle Locthwain. So now they're down to 5. Could be happening. Extinction event. Yeah, that certainly deals with our Proctor. They're going to mill us again. Go to my turn. Play the swamp. Pass the turn there. Casts Consider. Tainted Indulgence to the bin. Okay. Graveyard Trespasser. Nasty. Well, Parasitic Grasp. Take you out. Discard that dead Fabled Passage. Yay! We did something right. Clackbridge Troll, come on down. Trample and haste. You get 3 goats. Do you sacrifice a goat and give me a card? Oh, they do. Oh, it's a really good one too. Okay, pass it there. Graveyard Trespasser, no worries. Takes the grasp. Mills us again. That's 3 Kroxas in exile. Go to my turn. Let's go to combat. Do you let us draw, opponent? They do. Okay, so we draw a land. So let's now cast Vanishing Verse on the Graveyard Trespasser. I think we discard the Godless Shrine. Pass it there. Hive of the Eye Tyrant comes into play tapped. They're just passing. Another land. Let's go to combat. Do we get to attack, opponent? Not this time round. We draw another land. Not great. I'm going to play one of them. I'm going to play the Blood Crypt and not pay 2 life. Pass the turn there. Oh, opponent's in desperation mode. They're down to 2 because they wanted to draw. They're going to have to start activating hives to stop this Clackbridge Troll unless they draw removal. They did hit it. Okay. Passing to us. Another land. Not great. Let's just pass. We'll draw into threats eventually. Opponent casts Consider in our end step. 2 damage. Hey, my kingdom for a sign in blood. Unfortunately, we don't have any. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. That's a problem that needs to be dealt with. Maybe with our own Sheoldred. That would do it, wouldn't it? Do we have any left? I don't think we have both of ours left. Okay. Go to our turn. Castle Locthwain. Hey, certainly could be a reason to be playing these lands, but we do have life to spare. Let's use Castle Locthwain. I think we'll just draw now. What's the best way to do this? Probably just the Lotus Field. Let's lose some life. Thoughtseize, not bad. Let's Thoughtseize our opponent. Another Ashiok, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. I think we have to take the Fatal Push. Well, we're down to 20. Pass the turn there. All right, they gain 2 life, which is unfortunate. Casts Thoughtseize, going back down to 2. Swings in 4/4. We will take it down to 16. Go to my turn. Draw my card for the turn. Savai Triome, not great, Dak. Not great. Well, let's cycle that to draw.
Absolutely outrageous.
Another land. Okay. Play that land tapped, I guess, and we'll just pass the turn there. Remember when our opponent was on 2 life and we were on like 30? That changed quickly. All right. Ashiok's doing its thing, milling us, exiling cards. That's all the Kroxas gone. Oh no. Here's the other Ashiok. It's very reasonable that we get milled out here. No. I need a creature that can hit them. They swing in for 4. Oh no. We're down to 8, down to 6, aren't we? Oh no, because we draw Savai Triome. Well, let's cycle that. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. They can animate Hive and they can kill us. So let's play Blood Crypt tapped. Run out the Fable. Hope they don't see it. They're back up to 6. Play Watery Grave tapped. They did in fact not see it. Well, we'll go to blocks. Try and buy ourselves a turn. But I think we're going to lose to mill out here. Yep, they mill us out some more. 3 cards left in our deck. And that's the game. Scoop that up. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. Do we keep this one? Don't think we do. I think we mulligan this one. Let's keep. Throw back a Fable. Blood Crypt tapped. Pass the turn there. Also, we're quite far behind on clock. Hall of the Storm Giants. They pass. Fabled Passage. Pass the turn there. Cast Consider. Darkslick Shores. Do we crack this? Don't think we do. Yep. Let's just go Lotus Field. Sacrifice these 2. Pass the turn there. Graveyard Trespasser. Nasty. Takes out our Blood Crypt. Savai Triome. We're going to play that. That's tapped. Murderous Rider. We're going to cast Swift End. We're going to discard Savai Triome. Pass it there. They have the Sheoldred, so we're going to set a stop in... Do we set a stop in our upkeep? I think we just take the 2 damage, to be honest. Yep, because we drew a Thoughtseize. So, okay. Take 2 life. Then we will Despark this. Pass the turn there. Just because if we had drawn a Strict Proctor or something, we would have been at a tempo advantage. I think the 2 mana is worth the gamble. But we are very far back on time. Another Sheoldred. Okay, well, we're going to take another 2. Same reasons. Clackbridge Troll. Okay, well, we'll take the 2 life. Exile their thing. I suppose we could have been tapping the Savai Triome for white and the Lotus Field for black, and then we could have Thoughtseized. Castle Locthwain. Halo Forger. No idea what this is. Okay, they can cast Consider from their graveyard, which they do. Go to my turn. Castle Locthwain. Okay, so that means we can go Thoughtseize you, because we need to get rid of that extinction event. Now we run out Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Yeah. Pass the turn there. They cast Consider. We're going to yield through their turn. Fatal Push takes out my token. They swing in for 3. Go to my turn. Okay. I will ditch this land. Draw a card. Savai Triome, not bad. Let's run out the troll. They cast Consider. I'm hoping they don't notice that Hall of Storm Giants can attack. Hoping they sacrifice a goat. That keeps us in the game. Well, go to combat. Do you sacrifice a goat? They draw a card. Lose some life. Now do you sacrifice a goat? They do. Okay. Well, we'll just pass it there. They play a land. Yep. Hall of the Storm Giants. Swings in for 10. Okay. That's a problem. That is indeed a problem. Fable of the Mirror Breaker transforms. So now we run out Strict Proctor. We go to combat, see what they do. Do you sacrifice the goat? They don't. So now we attack. Yep. They block. They still take 7. Down to 10. Fatal Push on the Kiki Jiki. That's the wrong target to Fatal Push, I think. I think you would have had it if you killed the Strict Proctor. Maybe they have another one. Let's play Savai Triome. Let's cast Murderous Rider. Hive enters tapped. Hall of the Storm Giants animated. Swinging in for lethal. It's block and block. Okay, we go up to 4 life. We need a way to hurt our opponent. Don't think that quite does it. Let's cycle this, hey? Okay, let's go to combat. Do you tap my creature? They do. We hit a land and we're going to lose. That be the way the cookie has crumbled. We have lost. It's a little upsetting. Yep, they animate the hole. 7/7. Despark can't hurt it because it's a 0 mana. Yeah, we're done. All right, scoop it up.
Round 4.
Oh yeah, we can keep this one. Steam Vents untapped, and they just pass. Fabled Passage, let's pass. Lava Glide Pathway, Ledger Shredder. Okay, let's crack the passage, get a swamp, go to my turn. Strict Proctor. Okay, that means our next turn's going to be awesome. So it's just Plains Fatal Push. I think that's the safest thing to do. Cast Fatal Push on the Ledger Shredder. Pass there. Spire Bluff Canal. Oh, I was hoping they would play something there. So now this looks more like counter magic. Castle Locthwain's good though. Swamp Thoughtseize you. Let's see what's going on there. Charter Course, Lightning Axe, Spikefield Hazard. So Lightning Axe means this is Phoenix. Is it Phoenix? Yes, it is. So I guess we take Lightning Axe, and then I guess we play Castle Locthwain, Thoughtseize again, and then we take Fiery Impulse, and we pass it there. They cast the Charter Course, ditching Spire Bluff Canal, and playing a Hall of the Storm Giant. Go to my turn. Kaervek's not bad. Well, we don't have much to do, so I guess it's just Strict Proctor, Lotus Field, and we will say no. We'll just pass it there. Fiery Impulse. Okay, well, it did its job. It got the Lotus Field down, and then it also got a Fiery Impulse out of their hand, which I'm pretty happy about, to be honest. Treasure Cruise, somehow still legal in the format.
Oh, bother.
Suppose it is turn 5, so that's fine. Otawara has been played, and there's Ledger Shredder. Go to my turn. Let's keep Triome in our hand, hey? Let's cast Swift End on the Ledger Shredder, run out Murderous Rider, pass the turn there. They cast Consider, play an island, opt, casts Consider again. Another Treasure Cruise. Okay, all right. They have drawn 11 more cards than us.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
Let's go to combat. We'll go to our turn, go to combat, let's hit them for 2. They take out. I don't think we want to actually play Kaervek right now. I'm going to cycle this Triome. Perfect. Fatal Push. Let's just give out a little Thoughtseize here. Let's check out what's going on. Another Treasure Cruise. Lightning Axe as well. I think we actually take the Lightning Axe. Yeah, they can just kill our thing, so we'll take the Lightning Axe. Sure, that's a mistake somehow, but I think having a life linker on the field is actually quite useful. They cast Consider. Been a land. A Spikefield Cage. Arclight Phoenix, yeah. Goes to combat. No attacks. So they want it as a blocker. I guess I'll just Vanishing Verse it then. It ain't coming back. They cast Opt in response. All right, Phoenix is gone. Go to my turn. Blood Crypt. Let's play that. Go to combat, attack for 2, back up to 16, they're down to 14, pass the turn there. Play another land, Treasure Cruise, yeah, we knew that was coming. They just seem pretty content passing. I'm going to draw a card. I don't care if it hurts me. I'm going to do it. Kaervek again. Yep. Another land. Fantastic. Don't want to pay 2 life. Go to combat. Attack you for 2. Go up to 15. They're down to 12. Pass it there. Steam Vents. Tapped. Arclight Phoenix. Yeah. So this is where the problems start. I don't think we have a good way to beat that. Kroxa's nice. Question is, can we cast it? So if we tap this for red mana, yeah, we've got enough. So red, Kroxa, pay black, Kroxa's coming down. Now they might be trying to Spike Field Hazard in response to its own trigger, but I have an answer to that. I'm going to Fatal Push my own Kroxa in response. Spell Pierce on the Fatal Push. Okay, do I pay 2? Yes. I'll pay my red. Okay, so Kroxa can come back at another time, just not this time. Then the opponent's going to discard. Lightning Axe, awesome. What if we just go to combat now? Swing in for 2. They do block, very nice. Up to 17, they're at 12. Pass the turn there. We have no idea what their last 2 cards are. Chart a course and consider Galvanic Iteration. Okay, copies the next instant or sorcery they cast. Treasure Cruise, oh my goodness.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
We are in so much trouble. I didn't think they'd get the last one. Okay. Well, this Kroxa is going to be pretty underwhelming. Thing in the Ice. Okay. Back come the Phoenixes. They hit us for 6. Not good. Go to my turn. Thoughtseize is not particularly helpful, I don't think. Okay, well, let's try for Kroxa. Okay, they cast Opt. Removes a counter from Thing in the Ice. What do they ditch? Galvanic Iteration. Okay, that's good. Let's run out Kaervek. We have enough mana? Yeah, we have enough mana. Yeah, pass it there, I guess. Not great. They play a land. Galvanic Iteration. Cast with Flashback. Because of course it has Flashback.
I'm just a little bit absolutely livid.
Pieces of the puzzle. Well, this is going to flip the Thing in the Ice, isn't it? They only have 5 cards left in their deck, which is interesting. Maybe we can do something with that. Where's my Ashiok? I wish I had an Ashiok. Opt. It's going to transform the Thing in the Ice. So they do draw another card. Okay.
Oh god, no god, help me!
Temporal Trespass will do it. All right. That was upsetting. Opponent got to play their entire deck. We got to play none. Let's go first. No, I don't think we can keep this one. I mean, it's fine, but we'll just lose. Mulligan. That's better. Let's keep. Let's throw back a Murderous Rider. Gonna lead Savai Triome. Pass the turn there. Spirebluff Canal. And they're passing, which is not good. Let's play Castle Locthwain. Run out Kroxa. Don't want to play a Scrabbling Claws right into a Spell Pierce. All right. They pay red mana. Spike Field Hazard. Okay. So this Kroxa was just make them discard 2 cards then. And that's fine. Unless one of them is an Arclight Phoenix and we haven't had a chance to get our Scrabbling Claws down. All of the Storm Giants. They're passing. Untapped land. Untapped land. Godless Shrine. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Run out Scrabbling Claws. Let's make them exile something from their graveyard. Perfect. And now we will pass the turn. Steam Vents. Untapped. And they're passing. Sheoldred's nice. Let's make them exile. See if we can hit that Arclight. Galvanic Iteration. Okay. They lose that instead. How interesting. Let's play Savai Triome tapped and pass the turn there. Pieces of the puzzle. Yep. Floods their graveyard. So they got to consider to their hand. Oh, and another piece of the puzzle, isn't it? Because it's 2. Yeah, they got another piece of the puzzle. Okay. Sheoldred, you'd better do work. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Let's make him exile. Saheeli goes away. Sheoldred hasn't hit them yet. There's the Lightning Axe. They did have to discard to do it though, so that's all right. There's that other copy of pieces of the puzzle. Abrade and Treasure Cruise. And consider. We got rid of the Abrade. Can just straight up cast the Treasure Cruise now as well. Wow. Oof. And they get the Arclight Phoenix back. This is not going well. Able to admit that. Not going well. We are down to 15. Go to my turn. Another Claws is all right. Let's make them exile. Play the other Claws, make them exile. Reidane or Murderous Rider? Let's go Reidane. Pass the turn there. They cast Consider. Ditching a land. Play a land. Casts Consider. Opts. Fiery Impulse on Reidane. Yep.
Everything is fine.
Another copy of Treasure Cruise. Okay. They swing in for 3. Well, we'll just take it this time. Go to my turn. Let's play Godless Shrine tapped. Make them exile a card. Make them exile a card. And I guess we'll just pass it there. Land from our opponent. Crackling Drake. Yep, that is a problem. Okay. They swing in for 3. I will take it down to 9. Thing in the Ice.
I don't like this!
Well, we're going to cast Fatal Push on Thing in the Ice. Go to my turn. Suppose we could have Murderous Rider the Crackling Drake there as well. Let's make them exile that. Cast Swift End on the Crackling Drake. Cool. Pass the turn there. They played the land and they're going to animate the hall. No, they just have another Phoenix. Just burn me if you've got it. No, do they just have another Phoenix? Okay. Well, I don't want to play anymore.
Round 5.
Alrighty, it is the final round. Things have been going less than ideally.
You don't say.
I think we're going to keep this one. Opponent plays an island and passes. I'm going to play a mountain, Scrabbling Claws. Pass the turn there. They play a plains. Is this control? Is without a Urion? Is that a thing? I don't know. Let's play Godless Shrine tapped. Pass the turn there. Castle Vandrus. I'd say this is control. They pass to us. So we'd be playing right into an absorb by trying to run out Reidane. So I think the safest bet might just be to Lotus Field here, actually. Yeah, let's just Lotus Field. Sacrifice my 2 lands. Pass the turn there. Castle Ardenvale. Go to my turn. Kroxa. Just in time for me to have just ditched my red and black lands. Let's run out plains and try for a Kaervek. Resolves. Pass to them. Petty Theft to send it back. Glacial Fortress. Regal Caracal. Okay, I'm about this. They pass the turn to us. Strict Proctor. Is that too late? Well, we can't really do anything with it, can we? Let's play Savai Triome, cast Swift End on the Caracal, make it go to exile, pass the turn there. Alrighty, they swing in for 2. We're going to take it. They play Glacial Fortress, Dream Trawler. So they can give that hexproof by discarding a card. Whenever it attacks, they draw a card. Let's run out Kaervek.
Double kill.
Take out those 2 cats. Pass the turn there. They swing in for 3. They get to draw. So it means they're hitting us for 4. Up to 26. We're down to 12. Hallowed Fountain untapped. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let's exile one of our own lands and draw a card. Castle Locthwain. It's not bad. So now we play Castle Locthwain. Tap white, black, Strict Proctor. Okay. Kroxa. Resolves. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can't pay for one of these abilities. We don't want to pay for that one. So no. But then we do want to pay for this one. So our opponent discards. What do they ditch? Supreme Verdict. Do they have another one? That'd be interesting. So they played the land untapped, which makes me think they have something and a Wandering Emperor. Yeah, I mean, we're going to attack, see what happens. Nothing, down to 21. Okay. They're scrying 2. Puts 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. Fateful Absence on my Kroxa.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Doesn't like me making them discard. I get it. Memory Deluge. Swings in for 3, which will be 4. Take it. They're up to 25. We are down to 8. Field of Ruin. Okay. Go to my turn. Let's run out Reidane. Let's go to combat. Attack for 3. Take it down to 22. Opponent uses Field of Ruin on our Castle Locthwain, so we will tap it for mana. Search up a swamp. I guess we'll let the mana go. In their end step before they untap, Valakut Awakening. Let's throw 3 cards to the bottom and draw 4. Well, these are somehow worse. They go to their turn. March of Otherworldly Light. Taking out our Reidane. That hurts, especially since I just threw 1 away. And they swing in for 4. I'm going to take it this time. Go to my turn. Murderous Rider is interesting. Let's play Castle Locthwain. Let's run out Strict Proctor, number 2. Swing in for 3. Let's crack this clue to draw. Popping on our Triome. Okay. Well, I have another swamp. Vanishing Verse does not help at all. Well, let's cast Swift End, make them discard. Yep, they discard the Wandering Emperor, which we were pretty sure they had for a while. We'll just pass it there. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Yep, they're going to draw another card, pumping up their boy. I can't think of anything that gets us out of this. They swing in for 5. Block with Strict Proctor, staying alive. Ha, 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 staying alive, staying alive.
Oh look. It's the world's saddest BG.
And I don't know why, but I'm the last man standing. So I'll never be able to understand that because I'm the eldest.
Okay, second saddest.
I get to untap some lands. Go to my turn. Another copy of Strict Proctor is interesting. So we have to tap this for red. Attempt to cast Kroxa. Kroxa enters. I will not pay for anything. Run out Strict Proctor. Number 2. Go to combat. Let's attack Teferi. Teferi's down to 2. Pass the turn there. Fateful Absence on a Strict Proctor. That hurts my feelings. Dream Trawler during their turn ticks up. They tick up Teferi, ticks up the Dreamcrawler's attack. Second copy of Dreamtrawler, swings in for 5, going to block with Strict Proctor. They play a Glacial Fortress. They untap 2 lands, and they pass to us. Fabled Passage. Well, let's draw a card. Scrabbling Claws, and I think that's pretty much game. I will try and see what we hit. Draw off the Scrabbling Claws. Sheoldred, and I guess we could play it, but we're still dead to the attack in the air. Yeah, let's just scoop it up. Too little, too late, Dak. Let's go first. Oh, no, we can't keep this mulligan. This is fine. Let's keep... I think we're throwing away Despark. Let's play Blood Crypt, pay 2 life, Thoughtseize you. Dovin's Veto, Hieroglyphic Illumination, Temporary Lockdown. Well, we're not really playing many permanents with mana value 2 or less that affects. I guess we could take the Hieroglyphic. Yeah, let's take the Hieroglyphic Illumination. Go to their turn. Irrigated Farmland. Pass the turn there.
That's good.
Hey, and that's why we played the Blood Crypt. Castle Locthwain, Kroxa. What do they ditch? Wow, they drew Supreme Verdict and they've ditched it. Awesome.
That's good.
Glacial Fortress, yeah. So holding up Dovin's Veto. Godless Shrine. Yes, I'd like to pay 2 life. I'm just going to cast Murderous Rider to start putting some pressure on. Yep, Prairie Stream tapped. Go to my turn. Another Kroxa. Let's go to combat. Attack for 2. Take it. Let's cast Kroxa. Make disappear. I mean, honestly, that's fine because they're still discarding. They just spent the mana. Pass it there. Field of Ruin. Taking out my Blood Crypt. Okay, because they know I only have 1 mountain in the deck, probably. Stops the Kroxas coming back. Go to my turn. Combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. We're back up to 18. No, we'll just pass. I want this Go Blank to do something more than just make them discard 1. Hallowed Fountain. Tapped. And they're passing. Lotus Field. Let's go to combat. Attack for 2. That worked. I think we'll just pass. They're also passing. Swing in for 2. They take it. Let's just pass. Okay. They cycle Shark Typhoon, making a 3/3 flyer. They play a land and they're passing. Okay. Go to my turn. Cast Thoughtseize on you. Yep, that takes the Dovin's Veto. Reckoner Bankbuster takes another Dovin's Veto. All right. So we have more black sources than red sources in the deck. So we're going to play Lotus Field. Okay. Ditch Locthwain Mountain. Pass the turn there. No attacks from our opponent and pay pass. Doing nothing. They were pretty counter light in game 1. Maybe go blank now. See what happens. Oh, it resolved. Awesome. So they ditched Temporary Lockdown. That's good. Let's pass the turn there. Dreamtrawler. Yeah, I think I might have a good answer for that in hand. So they're swinging in for 3. We're just going to take it. Down to 19. Go to my turn. Blood Crypt tapped. Now we run out Sheoldred. Pass the turn there. So they lose the 2 life. They're going to get it back with the life link, but it does kind of help them break even. And hopefully Kroxa can break this. No, they've got the Fateful Absence.
That's annoying.
Swing in for 7. Take it down to 11. It's not good. Hall of the Storm Giant as well. That's really not good. Let's go Kroxa. Aether Gust. Okay, let's put it on top of our library. Do we attack? If we attack, they swing in with Hall of the Storm Giant, so we pass. Cycles Irrigated Farmland. All right, it's time for Hall of the Storm Giants, I guess. They swing in and draw a card. Gonna block with Murderous Rider. Gain 2 life, up to 5. And then we're drawing Kroxa, aren't we? Which is no help, so we've lost. Yep, we have lost. Well, we fought the good fight and we lost. 0-5. But
It can't end like this!
1 such hour later.
alrighty, we've got a good hand. We're going to keep Den of the Bugbear. And they pass to us. I'm going to play the Blood Crypt. I will take 2 life, and I'm going to Thoughtseize our opponent. I'm going to take the Bone Crusher Giant. That represents 2 spells in their hand. And we have the Fatal Push to deal with the Kari Zev. Pass it there. Kari Zev comes down. I'm going to take this opportunity to play the Savai Triome. We have enough lands that will come into play untapped that we can get the Clackbridge Troll down later. I'm just going to Fatal Push the Kari Zev now. Not sure if they have any shenanigans to potentially save it later. And we'll pass it there. The good thing is it looks like they're on a burn strategy, so Clackbridge Troll, even if they keep sacrificing creatures to it, gaining as life will hopefully keep us in the game. They play a mountain and pass. Play Castle Locthwain. I'm going to run out the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Hopefully this draws out the Lightning Strike, but if it doesn't, we get the attack and the treasure and we can get the Clackbridge Troll down. All right, pass to them. Yep, that Lightning Strike is down. Play a mountain. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Exiling the top card, a mountain domes us for 2. I see. Go to my turn. Another land. I'm going to discard the Lotus Field and the Blood Crypt. Vanishing Verse is good. Let's go Godless Shrine tapped, and let's Vanishing Verse that Chandra, and we will pass it there. They play a mountain, and they're spinning up the Den of the Bugbear. Alrighty, they swing in for 3. We're just going to take it. Down to 10. Go to my turn. That's a Kroxa. So Reflection's going to transform. Well, I came here to run out the Clackbridge. That's what we're going to do. The troll has entered.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Trigger goes on the stack. Do you sacrifice, opponent? They choose not to. Well, I'll attack for 8. They take it down to 12. And we'll pass the turn there. Opponent plays another copy of Den of the Bugbear, spins up the den, swings in for 4. Well, I see no reason not to block the token. Down to 7, they go to our turn. Thoughtseize is interesting. We can wait till after combat to do any of this. So let's go to the beginning of combat. Clackbridge Troll's trigger is on the stack. Do you sacrifice, opponent? They do not. Well, I'm going to copy it. You can have a bunch more goats, opponent. Go to combat. Let's swing in for 16. Opponent's going to put 6 goats in front of one of the trolls.
You didn't bring enough pigs to hurt me.
Okay, they're down to 2. So I guess now we cast Thoughtseize. We know they have 1 land in hand. Let's take Goblin Chain Whirler. We're down to 5. Doesn't matter because here comes Kroxa. Slam dunk for the first game of the match. Brotherhood's End seems good against what they're doing. Also, Parasitic Grasp, even if it can't be cast without its cleave cost for a while, might be good enough. I don't think they're doing anything with the graveyard, so we'll take out the Scrabbling Claws. I'm not even sure we really need Reidane. Alright, we'll try running it back like that. Let's see what happens. I think this is fine, actually. We might keep. Lots of removal and life gain. And it leads Mountain into Kamano, domes us for 1, and passes the turn. Lotus Field's interesting. Let's play Savai Triome tapped and passed. Mountain, and they also pass. Kroxa too. Let's play Castle Locthwain. Thoughtseize our opponent. Let's take a look what's going on there. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, skewer the critic's Lightning Strike. We have plenty of answers for the Chandra, so I guess we just take the Lightning Strike. Pass the turn there. Kumano transforms. They play a mountain. Soulscar Mage. It's a good top deck. They go to combat. We're just going to cast Fatal Push on the Kumano, prevent that damage. Go to my turn. Another land's not bad, actually. We're just going to run out Strict Proctor and then slam the Lotus Field. We won't pay. We get to keep our Lotus Field around. Pass the turn there. Mountain from our opponent. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Ticks down on the Strict Proctor.
That's why we don't have nice things.
Okay. Yep, they swing in for 2. We're going to take it. Down to 15. Go to my turn. Godless Shrine. This could potentially be a painful turn, couldn't it? We could go down to 9 here, and then we get some lifelinkers down. Let's play the Blood Crypt tapped. We'll run out Kroxa. Make them ditch a card from their hand. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. All right, well, we had 2 answers in hand. And yeah, we got to see what Strict Proctor could do. We also got to see what the Troll could do when combined with Kiki Jiki without the Proctor, because you can copy it during combat. That's exactly the type of match that you want with this deck. Just being able to consistently hit your threats and then also punish your opponent with the Strict Proctor, as well as accelerate your own plan. So we just severely outclassed what our opponent was doing. Our removal lined up. And I think if we look at the entire format and we focus on what our removal and our threats can actually overcome, and then make adjustments accordingly, this deck actually has a real chance at not being top tier or anything, but at least being able to compete and take down some of the big dogs. So Zach, thank you so much for your generous patronage, especially during the drought of content. I have thoroughly enjoyed playing this list. I'm sorry the league didn't go well, but that game was fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating, and everybody else, until next time, have fun.